Mama Mas, aka the Mas of the Mamas. But I'm sure you know that, no? You were sent here by the masters to learn from the Grandmaster. Bien. I take it you are here to learn how to cook steaks, no? Surely that is no mistake. Well, let's get right into it. Come on, let's go! Before we get started, I need to tell you about my Twitch channel. Look at the great content you're missing out on. Hang on, how would she say it? Hola, me llamo Dora, and I'm here to bust you for cocaine. Just click the link in the description below to come face to face with the best entertainment this side of the sun. Now, as is tradition, we must go over the origins of this recipe. You know, so that I can entice you with snippets of my past to build a more robust character that is simply too much to resist. Well, let's get started, shall we? I remember when I was but a wee girl in the French countryside. And that is why you should never lick a skunk's butt. Thank you for listening. As you can see, it explains everything you ever need to know about anything ever. Now, shall we? Let's go! To begin, you will need the following ingredients. To begin, wash your potatoes and asparagus. Cut the potatoes in half and snap the asparagus. Snapping asparagus is easy. Just bend it where it wants to bend and let it break on its own. Set the asparagus aside and begin to boil your potatoes to soften them up. No one wants a hard potato. I find it best to add salt and let the water boil with the potatoes. When they begin to boil, wait 10 minutes before getting them out of the water. While we let our potatoes boil, let's get started on our meat. Beef is the quintessential red meat. It has a lot of great vitamins and minerals in it, including vitamin B12, zinc, selenium, and of course, iron. Did you know the reason why most people in the United States eat beef instead of lamb is because cow ranchers won an armed war against shepherds? I'm not making that up. Look up the sheep and cattle wars. The seasoning you use on the steak, aka the rub, is very important. For this recipe, I like to use salt, pepper, and garlic salt. Wow! Who could have predicted that seasoning was important? I did. Once you season all the areas of the steak, including the sides, pour some olive oil into a pan and sear the steak. Be sure to leave it in there long enough for the steak to brown and to get to the internal temperature you'd like. You can help get that sear a little bit faster by drying the steak as well before seasoning. I also think that cooking on a lower temperature on your stove can help you get that brown. You want it to cook for a long time, not cook instantly. Make sure to flip the steak onto all of its sides and edges to sear it. Are you ready to hear the most beauteous noise you've ever heard? That sound is better than hearing I won $1 million. Once the meat has reached an ideal temperature and brown, move it out of the pan. You will then add, you guessed it, butter. Better not skimp out on the butter. It is crucial for your well-being. Plop the butter in and add rosemary and then garlic. Swish it around to get that coat all over the place and then give it a moment. You want to make sure that garlic is expressed. After that, it's time to add our steak back in for basting. Turn up the heat and grab a spoon and splash that hot liquid all over your steak. Baste on all sides and make sure to let it sit some. That'll help you get it to the temperature that you want. Hey, Mama Mas, what is this temperature stuff? I don't understand. Oh, good question, me. When cooking steak, the internal temperature can be used to determine the meat's doneness. You can also use the touch test, which is where you make a super lit OK sign and touch the meaty part of your thumb. How the meat of your thumb feels will be similar to the feel of the meat and correlate to how done it is. I don't know how they came up with this, but they did, and it works. Trust me. Hold on to your pantalon. We're into home stretch. By this point, 10 minutes should have elapsed. So drain your potatoes and get ready to put some in the pan. You will first remove the steak and put it out somewhere to rest. After that, add your potatoes into the same pan and let them soak in all that sweet, sweet steak goodness. Season it to taste. Following a few minutes, add the asparagus as well, as the potatoes will cook slower than the asparagus. Let's listen to that sizzle. Oh no, it's done when you just want to dive right in there. Later, darling. Wow. I'm willing to put my career at stake for that delicious steak. Who did it? You have successfully cooked some delicious steak. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. So tasty. Bueno, bueno. Chef's kiss, bon, bon. Now it's up to you to experiment, mon chéri. What will you add to it next? Thank you for joining the Master the Mama's Kitchen today. Be sure to like and subscribe for more delicious content. As we say in France, ciao!